Hi everyone, this is your host and your coach, Dr. Mary Ayers. And today, I think this is like one of a lot of shows. I've done almost 100 shows, but for some reason, as I was preparing for the show, I really got the feeling that this is probably one of the more important messages I could really get out, not just about tapping. That's really important. I really want to show how we can use it very proactively, but about change, about stepping into the life that we want. So today we're really going to be talking about using tapping to create and build our new programs, the programs that we want to live in, the life we want to have. And I'm going to approach this from two different questions. One is why, and the other is how. So the why seems pretty easy and straightforward as far as I'm concerned, right? The idea behind why would I want to tap on new beliefs, creating a new program, is because to have what you want to have, to live the life you desire, you'll need to believe something about yourself that you haven't believed before. In other words, your old program is not set to deliver for you the things you want in your life. Now, of course, I am saying this for people who know that they have programs and beliefs that are not beneficial, that aren't working for them. If you've got some beliefs that are working phenomenally for you, we always want to hold on to those. But I'm really looking at the beliefs that get in the way of us having what we want. The beliefs that you currently hold are getting you what you have right now, and what you want is different than where you are. I know this sounds kind of like I'm saying the same thing, but the truth is what you want to have will require you to believe something about yourself you're not believing yet. How we do that, which is what the bulk of our work is about making change. Change where we are programmed, the part of us, which is the subconscious, that is running our automatic programs. We want to make change at that level, not at the cognitive level. You know you want change, but remember that cognitive, conscious part of us is only 5% of us. 95% of us is below our awareness, and it is running programs that have been there since the beginning of your life. You've been laying down those early years, you laid down some programs, and they run automatically. They're habituated programs. Those are the programs we want to change. We're doing that with a consciousness, with an intention to shift those beliefs into beliefs that serve us better. What we're doing is looking at the how do you do that. I know you're on board. I know you've heard it a million times. Change your beliefs. How do you do that? And it is an ongoing process. This isn't I did that. I'm going to take today and I'm going to change my beliefs. Or I thought I did that work already. Didn't I do that last week? It is an ongoing process, because as you continue to expand and as your desires become grander and bigger and you want more, this is a process that's going to happen again and again. Because even if you grow your beliefs about yourself, let's say you went from believing that you could make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars to making millions of dollars, and maybe that's not what you're hoping for, but I'm just going to use it as an example. Can you see how the you that believes you could make hundreds of thousands of dollars is going to be expanded again into a you who believes that you could make $1 million? You're going to have a shift in beliefs about yourself again. And that's okay. That's why it's a process that the more we can embrace it and enjoy it and join with it, because you know what the value is for you, the sky will be the limit about what you want to create, because you know how to go about expanding your beliefs about yourself. So again, how do I believe something different? How do I go about believing something different? Well, a belief is nothing more than the thought you keep thinking. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. It's repetition that has created a belief. And there are two other components to it. One is that you have gathered evidence, experiences in your life that have sorted that belief, and you have emotion around it. In other words, the events that might have happened in your life that compounded or reinforced a belief have an emotion around them. Now that we know that this is the process that we would go through in order to obtain a belief, the same is true about having beliefs about success and what is possible. It's the exact same process. It's repetition, it's building evidence, and it's creating emotion. The exact same 3 steps to build your new program. So one of the things you want to look at first is, what do I currently believe about myself? Now, I am keeping this very specific. You notice I'm not doing a what do I believe about money and what do I believe about love. I'm saying, what do I believe about myself? Because you could say, well, I believe, that there's an abundance of money, or I believe in my heart that there is such a thing as true love and that you can really have that happiness. And I would come back and I'd say, yes, but do you believe it is possible for you? Whatever you want, I want you to ask yourself, do I believe it's possible for me? And you're feeling for that, how strong of a yes it is or how strong of a no it is. It really doesn't matter what you're measuring. You're just measuring the same thing in 2 different directions. So let's measure it from how true does that feel? So say it out loud. That kind of deep love and respect is very possible for me. Do you hear yes? Do you hear no? Put it on a scale of 0 to 10. How about money? I do believe that kind of abundance is available to me. Check again. Do you hear yes? Do you hear no? It's probably going to come in levels, like maybe it's a 7. It feels kind of true, not real true, doesn't feel true at all, maybe a 2. This is information for you because it's giving you some information about how at the subconscious level do I have the belief that would support me having this kind of life, this kind of outcome. And we want to know that because that's what we want to build. We want to have more congruence that yes, that's what I believe, and I am the person who can have that experience. I am deserving of it. I matter. I am lovable. I am enough. When you believe that's true, then the evidence will be there to support it. And you will feel the feelings that accompany it. I've done many shows on how do we discover our beliefs, and I know that there are many other resources out there that can help you figure out what beliefs do have. Again, it's as easy as asking, what do I believe about myself? Now, we often talk about, how did I learn that? What were the events in my life that gave me that experience, that taught me that something was wrong with me or that I didn't belong? And we've talked before about how do you tap for those old events. You can recall the old events, you can tap around them, taking off some of the charge around it. And when you do that, what you're doing is actually leaving more space, more room for you to believe something new. But you have to be aware of what that new thing is. And what I see a lot of people do is they stop too soon. They're at the end of an event, they've taken the charge down, all good work, and yet it's not enough because it's not building up your new belief. Remember, you need the repetition, you need evidence, and you need emotion. That's how we get a new belief. And if we stop too soon, just by taking the charge off the old belief, we haven't paid any attention to what needs to happen to move forward and deepen a new belief. The good news is you don't have to spend a lot of time going back through old events, trying to remember what happened. Why do I feel I'm not deserving? Why do I feel I wasn't so smart? Why do I feel I didn't belong? You don't need to do that work. It may come up spontaneously, that's great, and then you do the work, but what I'm saying is you don't have to spend and invest a huge amount of time trying to dig and shift through old information, your past, to try and discover what these things are. What you can do instead, and this is really great, this is one of the values of it, is you can start to tap on some of the beliefs that you would want to have, need to have in order to live the life you want. And by tapping on a new belief, one that you want to have, that you really want to feel congruent with, what we're doing underneath is anything that doesn't fit with this, we're working on. It's just that we're working on it so consciously as taking out a belief and saying, I don't feel worthy, I don't feel valuable, I don't feel I matter. We're going to actually just do it from, I do feel deserving, I do matter. And know that at the subconscious level, we are just opening up the space. We're massaging an area for this belief to start to have some room to play with. Your subconscious is not fighting against it, trying to reject it so much. It's like an organ that we're transplanting, right? And the whole body's not going, hey, this isn't mine, get rid of it. Tapping is this anti-rejection tool that we're using so that this new belief has some chance to start to function, to start to become integrated into our system, to become known with our system, to feel like it's just always been there. But we need to do that work around it to help it be able to become part of our new sense of self, our new way of seeing ourselves. So what I want you to do is to think about what is that belief that you know you would need to believe about yourself in order to have and live the life you desire. What would it be? And I'm just going to go ahead and play with a couple of things that you've heard me say, because I think these are really foundational beliefs. I am enough. I do matter. I do belong. I am deserving. Okay, now yours may be different, but let's just play with those. And I want you to make the statement. Pick one, just one, okay? And make the statement, I do belong. Now feel it. You want to feel, the feeling tells you the congruency. How well is this sitting with me at the deeper levels? Not at the top, not in my conscious mind, but at the deeper levels. The feeling is what gives you your feedback. How does it feel? 0 to 10. 10 is it feels spot on. It feels like you've lived with it, like when you say your name, you know the congruency. You say your name, hi, my name is Mary. I know what that 10 feels like. But if I said, hi, my name is Cindy, I can feel it. Doesn't feel congruent. It feels kind of misplaced. Doesn't fit in. That's okay. That's what you want to find out. Where you are, give it a number. And we're going to do some tapping on it. This is the way you would tap, just so that you can start to feel more space around the idea. So let's get on the karate chop. I'm going to use a little different one that I had originally said. I'm going to use I am deserving. I am deserving. That one I hear a lot from people, is being able to feel deserving. So we're going to start on the karate chop. Even though I don't feel deserving, that doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel true. Not completely. Not yet. But I'm willing to accept myself right where I am. Even though I don't feel deserving. I don't think I've ever felt deserving. I wasn't taught that I was deserving. I'm ready to try something new. Even though up till now, for whatever reason, I haven't felt deserving. And I know that it's kept me from things that I've wanted. And even though I may have had that belief for a very long time, I'm considering what it would be like if it changed. Let's go to the eyebrow. I don't think I'm deserving. Side of the eye. I don't feel very deserving. Under the eye, for whatever reason, I haven't felt deserving. Under the nose, and no matter where it came from. On the chin, or how I learned it. Collarbone. Up till now, I just haven't felt deserving. Under the arm, I didn't feel deserving. Top of the head, and I wonder if it's possible for that to shift. Back at the eyebrow, what if I was deserving? Side of the eye, what if I've always been deserving? Under the eye, what if they were wrong? Under the nose, what if I was mistaken? On the chin, can I become deserving? Collarbone, is that how it works? Under the arm, I'd like to feel deserving. Top of the head, I'm willing to think about becoming deserving. Eyebrow, what if I could start feeling a little deserving? Side of the eye, deserving of kindness. Under the eye, deserving of love. Under the nose, deserving of consideration. On the chin, deserving of comfort. Collarbone, deserving of understanding. Under the arm, deserving of patience. Top of the head, deserving of happiness. Eyebrow, deserving of contentment. Side of the eye, deserving of love. Under the eye, I like feeling deserving. Under the nose, I'm willing to feel more deserving. On the chin, I'm going to notice when I'm feeling deserving. Collarbone, when I'm receiving. Under the arm, I'm going to keep my eyes open. Top of the head, for feelings of feeling cherished, feeling loved, feeling cared for, and know that I can feel deserving of it. Big breath. When you're ready, say it again. I am deserving. Feel it. What we're looking for is a little bit more space, a little bit more freedom, a little bit more possibility. Remember, when you do this work, it's not a one-time work. You're going to play with this. It's about being able to accept the new idea. Remember, just that, again, being a host to a new idea, something that was foreign to us, now becoming part of us, helping it to acclimate, helping it to settle in. That's what we're doing when we're tapping on it, is we're permitting ourselves to step into a place and holding that moment where we can feel good in it. Remember, we're looking for evidence and we're looking for emotion. So when we have that thought and it feels good to us, even if it's just for a little bit, we are leaving a trace in the subconscious mind, in that habit mind, in the evidence-based mind. As we lay down each layer upon layer upon layer of that, we're building it up. That's why this is not a one-time tapping. We want to do it over and over and over again. Look for evidence in your life. Feel what it feels like when you're feeling deserving. You're feeling grateful. That's how it comes across, is what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for so much because I am deserving of having all of this wonderful stuff around me. Our perceptions start to change and we start to expand and feel that feeling of I am deserving. Now we are laying down all the tracks in our new program. And we did that just by tapping on that statement of what we want more of, so that we're giving ourselves room to really hold on to it, live with it, and live from it. I get so excited about these things because, especially as I'm sitting here talking to you about them, I just get so excited about the possibility, and I get so excited about the possibility for you. I just want you to just kind of just jump in there and go, I get it, Mary. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it every day, at least one time. And it's only going to take a couple of seconds, but I'm going to do it. And I know that if I just keep doing it, at some point in time, it's just going to feel like I've been saying it my whole life, that I am deserving. It's going to feel like it's always been the way it is. And that's what excites me for you. So, oh, gosh darn. I certainly know the value in this. I hope you feel it as well. If you need any help with these concepts, or just how you would do this incorporated into your life, or let's say you've got some big events that you know you're going to need some help working with, that's the time to reach out to work with a coach. I'm available to you. If you'd like to set up a consultation, just email me at mary@tapintoaction.com. We'll set up a time and see how I can be helpful. Until next time, this is your coach, Dr. Mary Ayers, saying, stay brilliant.